infrastructure question is undoubtedly one of the big issues when it comes to this sector. But perhaps let's begin here in Saudi Arabia. There's no doubt, nobody has to be told that it's important to invest in infrastructure. We know that it is big, that means a lot of money. We know that it is costly. How is Saudi Arabia intending not just to deal with that here, because your country is very large, and you don't necessarily have that infrastructure to move all of this 2.5 trillion that you're going to find in the ground. How are you intending to deal with that, but also to make sure that you are playing the role that you intend to play in a super region context?
Well, transportation and logistics is a key enabler to the mining industry. And the great news that we already have a very strong infrastructure, and we have a great partnership with the mining industry. At the same time, we have a very ambitious transportation and logistics strategy which aspire to transform Saudi Arabia into a global logistic hub and to support all other industries, including mining. Many of the roads that we have built in the past have been built to support the mining industry. Our longest rail line was built to support the mining industry, which is the Northern Railway. And we already, I can, speak about that. We have already approved doubling of that line, investment of more than 4 billion riyals to support the mining industry. So we are geared and catered to support the mining industry and all other industries, whether tourism, Hajj and Umrah, trade, improve quality of life, and that's what we do. We are an enabler to everyone. Infrastructure projects, including transportation projects, are capital intensive, and they require huge investment. And no matter how much government money we have, it's not enough. So we have to work together, partner with the private sector, whether local private sector or international private sector, to make it possible to build those infrastructure, and also to find more creative way of structuring and funding those projects. For example, the transport and logistics sector strategy entails investment of 1.6 trillion riyals by 2030, and most of that will come from the private sector. That's why we are working together with the local and international private sector to work together and structure those programs into a way that makes sense for all parties involved. I think it's connectivity, whether it's road, marine, or rail connectivity is what is important to support the mining industry. And I can say that we are, as the transportation and logistics sector in Saudi Arabia, committed to partnering with and enabling the mining industry in Saudi Arabia.